Long ago, in a land of jagged peaks and endless skies, there stood a mighty volcano known as Mount Solace. Its summit pierced the heavens, and its heart glowed with a fiery red that never dimmed, even on the coldest nights. The villagers who lived in its shadow believed it was alive, for it would rumble and sigh as if in sorrow. Legends whispered that within the volcano lay a heart, not molten rock or fire, but a real, human heart, beating with a love so fierce it could not be extinguished. The heart belonged to Kaelen, a valiant warrior who once lived in the valley below. He was known for his bravery and his devotion to Maeryn, the healer of the village. Maeryn was a gentle soul, her touch bringing life where there was death and hope where there was despair. The bond between Kaelen and Maeryn was unbreakable, and together they dreamed of a future filled with peace. But fate has little care for dreams. One fateful spring, a shadow swept over the valley. A monstrous dragon, wreathed in smoke and flame, descended upon the land, its fiery breath turning forests to ash and rivers to steam. It demanded tribute, gold, jewels and lives. Refusing would mean utter annihilation. The villagers were paralyzed with fear, their meager treasures insufficient to satisfy the beast. Kaelen, unwilling to let his home fall to ruin, climbed Mount Solace to confront the dragon. With nothing but his sword and his indomitable spirit, he faced the monster at the volcano's summit. Their battle was cataclysmic. Kaelen's blade found its mark again and again, yet the dragon's scales were as unyielding as stone. The volcano quaked beneath their struggle, its fiery core surging toward the surface. As the earth split and lava erupted, Kaelen saw no victory without sacrifice. He drove his blade deep into the dragon's heart, but was caught in its dying thrash. Together, man and beast tumbled into the volcano's maw. The dragon was slain, but Kaelen did not return. The villagers mourned their hero, and Maeryn's grief was endless. She climbed to the edge of Mount Solace, where she heard its mournful sighs. The villagers believed it was the dragon's spirit trapped within the mountain, but Maeryn knew the truth. She felt Kaelen's presence, his love echoing through the fiery depths. His heart had fused with the volcano's core, keeping the valley safe, but forever out of reach. Years turned to decades, and the legend of Kaelen became a story whispered to children. But Maeryn did not forget. Though her hair turned silver and her steps slowed, her resolve remained unshaken. She sought the wisdom of sages and ancient texts, determined to find a way to free Kaelen's heart. One winter night, as snow blanketed the valley, Maeryn discovered an ancient ritual. It spoke of a stone, the tear of ether, hidden in the frozen mountains beyond the horizon. The stone, forged from the essence of sorrow, could draw a soul from any realm. But the text warned that using the stone came at a cost. Only a heart filled with unyielding love could wield its power, and the wielder would pay the ultimate price. Maeryn did not hesitate. She gathered her belongings and set out on her final journey. The path was treacherous, filled with icy winds and endless blizzards. She faced ravenous wolves, creaking glaciers, and the unrelenting cold, yet she pressed on. Her love for Kaelen burned brighter than any hardship she endured. At last, she reached the summit of the frozen mountains, where the tear of ether lay encased in a crystal pedestal. It glowed faintly, a pale blue light that pulsed like a heartbeat. Maeryn reached for it, and as her fingers closed around the stone, she felt its power flood her veins. She knew what she must do. Returning to Mount Solace, Maeryn stood at the volcano's edge. The mountain trembled as if it recognized her, and the fire within blazed brighter. She held the tear of ether high, and it absorbed the glow of the molten core. The air crackled with energy as Kaelen's heart was drawn upward, a shimmering orb of light. But the ritual was not yet complete. Maeryn pressed the stone to her chest, and its light consumed her. Her heart joined with the tear, and she collapsed at the volcano's rim, lifeless. In that moment, Kaelen's form emerged from the light, whole and alive once more. He fell to his knees beside her, cradling her body as the mountain fell silent. The villagers, seeing the glow atop Mount Solace dim for the first time in generations, climbed to its peak. They found Kaelen carrying Maeryn in his arms, his tears falling like rain. Together they descended to the valley, where Maeryn was laid to rest. Kaelen, though free, was forever changed. He spent the rest of his days tending to the valley, ensuring the peace Maeryn had given her life for endured. And though the volcano no longer glowed, its legend lived on, a tale of love, sacrifice, and the unbreakable bond between two souls. In the heart of the valley, a garden grew where Maeryn was buried. It was said that on still nights a faint warmth could be felt in the earth, as if the love she and Kaelen shared continued to beat beneath the soil, eternal and unyielding.